Welcome once again to my channel Fox Business. My name is Ofosu Godwin, a marketing professional and a marketing trainer. In this edition, we'll talk about how to write professional email marketing content in English. How to write professional email marketing content in English. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, hit the subscribe button and subscribe. Comment, share, and like. Now, the first thing we'll look at is to start with a greeting. Always start your email marketing with a greeting. Right? It is a standard in email marketing to start with a greeting. But don't use hi, don't use hello, especially for cold calling and for B2B marketing. As a marketer, engaging in email marketing is important, as a matter of fact, to use appropriate greeting. You can use dear sir or dear madam. If by chance you know the name of the recipient of the email, as a matter of fact, you could use his first name, dear Ben or dear Benis, or you use the full name of the person to also avoid whether the person is a Miss or a Mrs. You might not know whether the person is married or not, and to avoid falling into any trap, instead of using Miss or Mrs. If you know the person's full name, you can use the person's full name, Benis Brown, for example. But if you don't know the person's full name, then you can revert back to the Miss or Mrs. It is important to understand the greetings, as it is the first impression of the content of your email marketing. Right. The next thing to do is to make your purpose clear at the beginning of the email, your marketing email. Ask yourself what you want the recipient to do. So, what is your purpose? Are you introducing the person to your company, to your products? Are you trying to gain awareness? Are you trying to persuade the person to patronize your products and services? So first of all, make your purpose clear. So for example, I am writing to introduce you to company XYZ, or I wish to write to you to introduce you to company XYZ. You can add the location of your company so that the person initially begins to understand the fact that this is where the company is located. So I write to introduce to you company XYZ. Company XYZ is located in number 7 4th Street, London, and we are a leading producer of electrical products. So quickly introduce your products briefly. Bullet your products. Bullet the products and don't explain the details of the product. Don't explain the details of the product. Bullet them, and then also ensure that you state in the mail the products that the client will need, because before you collect your email list, you might have done your research on what the company's needs are. So if you are producing 4 different products and the company needs 2, let's say you produce electrical products and the company needs only cables and changeover switches, or they are a company that uses only cables and changeover switches, it is important to introduce those 2, and later when you have built a relationship, you can upsell and cross-sell to that particular customer. Right. The important here is that you are going to have a link to your brochure if there's that provision for you to have a link to your brochures, or you can attach PDF and state in the mail that you have attached PDF of your product brochures in the mail. If it is a link, just let the prospective client get to know that the link over there, when he clicks on the link, he's going to be able to get to your catalogs, or he can cut and paste in his browser. Just be brief. Be just brief, because people are always in a hurry to read mails, especially mails that are not their primary mails, like sales mails. You can briefly even ask the recipient to direct your email to the appropriate person, politely. This should be in a much polite way. And like I said, people want to read emails very quick and brief. So like I said, just bullet your products. So number 1, for example, switch sockets. 2, changeover switches. 3, flexible cables. 4, wiring accessories. Look for grammatical errors, look for commas, look for white space and paragraphs. Don't use too long sentences, because like we said in the earlier video, you need to also optimize for mobile. People check their mails on mobile, and sometimes if you don't think of optimizing your content for mobile, the display will not be so better and appropriate for the prospect to read the mail. Always remember to be polite. Most sales and marketing cold call emails can easily turn people off. People are bombarded with lots of emails from different companies every now and then. So make sure that your email is polite, and as a matter of fact, your mail does not get filtered or deleted. Use please to request for an action within the email, so your email is not ignored or deleted. A recent study by Constant Contact, they studied about 2.1 million customers and emails, and realized that the appropriate number of words that a marketing or sales email should contain is 200 words. Some even have postulated 150 words. But keep your content as brief as you can. It should be brief. Space your paragraphs. I'll suggest a maximum of 4 paragraphs and at least 3 sentences each. It is important to have white space. It is very important to have white space in your marketing emails. The next thing to do is to write your call to action. After you have talked about your products, your company, etc., and the links to your brochure and attachments, the next thing to talk about is your CTA. The call to action is very important. In this instance, you are telling the recipient what to do, where they should send information to, or revert to, or respond to, or who to contact. So for example, please kindly contact Mr. Tom Brown on +774 85467. This could be either call or WhatsApp, right? Because these days people also communicate through WhatsApp. So it is also important to add a CTA, WhatsApp CTA to your email. It is in fact becoming a norm now. Some people, as a matter of fact, only depend on the CTA at the bottom of the email. But I think the CTA should also be part of the email, but it should be brief. Somebody might just glance through a mail and will only be looking for, after seeing products, will only be looking for the CTA and then take an action. So that is very important. The last thing is the closing line. This is to gently, now this is the last but one thing, is the closing line. So gently wind down on your message. This could be a 1 sentence or 1.5 sentence to wind down your message. So for example, I look forward to a response from you and building a mutual business relationship with you. I've seen emails from some of the people I have trained before I train them saying, I hope you like our products. This is not the best closing line. The best closing line is to let the potential client get to know that you are looking forward to his response and looking up to building a mutual business relationship with him. One last thing is sign off. It is important to also sign off appropriately. So appropriate sign off. This will depend on the stage of the sales. If it is a cold call, it is important to use a very professional sign off. For example, thanks. In some cases, some people use sincerely, but I will always request or will always choose thanks. Thanks. If the stage in the sale has gone beyond just a cold call, and then the person is going through the pipeline. For example, there has been a response to your mail, and probably maybe you have sent a quotation. You can use best regards. Right. Avoid using CU, and don't forget to have a sign off. Sign off is also a sign of respect. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and subscribe. Watch out for my next video.